Hello and welcome to the Stanley Parable. Let's get into this.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Well done, Stanley.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh,
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. Stanley 427, that is us. I've heard this game is really, really good. Let's have a look. Anything I need to do in here? I don't think so. Well, hang on a minute. Oh, didn't want to do that.
Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now
Tell me what to do.
Just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Oh. Okay, I'm not going to close that door again because that just seems to repeat. Can we go in these doors? No, we can't. No, I'm going to close that door. Can I open it again? No, I can't. That's fine. That is fine. There's a phone ringing. Or is it this one?
Good morning.
Hello.
Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work. Can you verify that this is correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
Wait, did I just order over 1,000 cardboard boxes? I tell you what, he moves fast, doesn't he? Look at that. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Okay. Now, I've been told this game is somewhat similar to Superliminal in terms of the mind games, but other than that, I really don't know what this game is all about. I see lots of numbers. Oh, there's lots of doors and stuff. I did a thing. What did I do? What did I do? I got stuck. Okay. He hates Mondays. Where are we going, Stanley? You have any idea where we're going? I certainly
When
don't.
Stanley came
Oh,
to a
God.
set of 2 open doors, he
Yes.
entered the door on his left.
Did I? Or did I not? Seems like an option thing, that. I'm going to go in the door on the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, that is exactly what I wanted to do. And all of these doors are locked. Oh, hello.
Yes, truly a
Vending
room
machine.
worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley
Yes,
simply stood here,
very nice.
drinking it all in.
Drinking. I tried to get a drink, but it won't let me. Nope. Empty.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
This better not be a horror game. Should I take that one or should I go in here? This one looks more interesting.
Stanley was so bad at following directions,
That's
it's
correct.
incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Wait, what am I lying about? I was telling the truth when I said I'm bad at taking orders, or following directions, or whatever it was you said. Okay, okay. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Is there?
Someone you've forgotten about.
Who?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
I can promise you she hasn't. Wait, if I'm Stanley, then who's that other guy that's talking? Who's the narrator? Or is he Stanley too? He probably told me. I probably didn't listen. Well, it's a dark room. I guess I'll go in it. Ugh.
That's her, Stanley.
I don't want to answer the phone if it's her. What's happened? The hell?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Oh, she sounds quite nice. I can't move.
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Ooh, whoa, holy.
Gotcha. Oh, come on.
What am I supposed to do with that?
You had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you.
I know.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
That's a creepy mannequin. I don't want to be in a room with that thing.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Press 9 on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing
Why's
of
that
him.
blocked off?
And
Why have you
every
blocked that
button
off?
that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of
I want
his
to get out.
existence.
Let me out.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Well, what
Now
else am I
he's
going to
pushing
do?
a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But
Are you
in his
talking to me?
mind, in his
Or
mind,
Stanley?
he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work, was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Wait, that just changed.
Imagine that one day while at work,
That
he stepped
changed.
up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to play with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head,
how do I get out of here?
He lived it
Let me
again,
out.
And then again,
it's too much to cope with.
Again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free.
What have you got down there, madam?
There's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be?
Definitely
Perhaps
something
if he
there, isn't
played
there?
Just one more time.
There's an opening. Right, what happens if I don't press it? What happens if I don't press it? Also, why have you blocked this off? I'm not pressing it. Or if I press a different key? Nope. I guess I have to press it.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing
the room's getting smaller.
buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley,
What?
The next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm not pressing it. Is this a trick? Is it a trick? I don't know if it's a trick or whether I can just wait. I think I have to press it. I think I have to.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second
in his
he
room.
remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see?
Let me
How
out.
can I make him look at himself?
Give me a mirror.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Huh?
And Stanley pushed a button.
I don't want to.
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh. We've gone somewhere. Loading.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
All of my
could it
boxes
mean?
have arrived.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh dear. Yeah. That's a lot of boxes. I've got to go to a meeting room.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, I was going to anyway. Nice.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
I noticed
Feeling
that.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. How to solve a dispute with a co-worker. Simple. Punch them in the face. That's what I always do.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, I'll go upstairs. I favour up more than I favour down. Is this the office? Was he a vampire? Is my boss Dracula?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course,
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Ah. 2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Well done, Stanley. Oh no. Not red lights again. Well, in for a penny and for a pound, as they say. We're loading again. That's okay.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Jesus. I think you need to see an electrician, buddy.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh. Oh, the dilemma. This one's reaching out to me
Although
more.
this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, that doesn't sound very good. Catherine? Is that you,
The
Catherine?
door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I don't know if I can believe him or not. I don't know if I can trust him.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Oh, God. Oh, this might be a bad idea. Oh, that doesn't look good. Shall I do it? Or shall I go back? Sod it. I think he might have died. Ow. What the hell?
As the machine
God.
whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture.
I made a mistake.
He doesn't know the real
Hang on,
story,
I made a mistake.
trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great
I made a
loss,
big mistake.
like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Big
So
mistake.
he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end
Wait,
to
wait,
his brief and shallow
wait.
life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Farewell, Stanley, cried
No.
the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh, shit. Okay. Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game back in his office, as alive as ever.
Really?
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Wait, who are you?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
What the
Do
hell?
you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What on earth is going on here? Is this the Matrix? So confused. I don't know why I just did that. Button sounds. I've got no idea. They're the credits. Man, I really took a wrong path, didn't I? I don't have a clue if I'm going the right way, the wrong way, if I've screwed up, if I've been successful. I don't know. I don't know any of those things. This is so weird. Okay. Or is that just loops round, I think? I think that just loops round. Okay. Let's go this way then. What?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another.
Who?
How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Uh-oh.
Can you see?
Nope.
Can you see how much
Nope.
they need one another?
Dark.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
What are you talking about, love?
But listen to me.
Oh, God.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward.
Wait. Is that real?
Would you be walking
I don't know if
someone
that's
else's
real.
path? Stop now and it'll be your only true choice.
I don't know if that's real or not.
Choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time.
Oh. Oh, they turned him into paste. Stanley? Oh, God. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Is this part of the game? Is this not part of the game? Have I broken the game? Did I make the wrong choices? I mean, in the game. I mean, I probably made the wrong choices in life, but I don't know if I've made the right choices in the game. Do I just wait? I have no idea what's going on. But we'll have to find out in the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.